Can you believe they keep playing this?
What some news programs will do to boost ratings.
Showing a couple making out on the beach, saying they're part of LA's hot nightlife scene?
I was right, though. The hunk kissing that babe looks a lot like Mr. Winthrop.
Well, if it is, and Mrs. Winthrop sees this, she'll go through the roof.
And Dr. Abel's been insisting she stay calm, or risk losing the baby.
Poor Mrs. Winthrop. 3,000 miles from her family and friends, doing everything she can to save her child, and her husband is tongue wrestling with another woman.
And that tramp who's kissing him has to know he's married. He's wearing a wedding ring.
If Mrs. Winthrop loses the baby over this, it'll be Mr. Winthrop's fault.
Oh my God. My mother warned me this could happen, and now it has.
Lynn, you can't get yourself worked up like this. It's not good for you or the baby.
But doctor, it's them. They're on TV together. Oh my God, look at them. Look at them. How can they be doing this?
So this woman on the tape, the singer, she's someone that you care about?
Yes, damn it. I'm tired of denying the truth. I love this woman. I love her with a passion.
Julian, how could you? How could you lead me on this way?
What leads you on? The truth has been reverberating in your ears for months now. You chose to ignore it.
All right, so if you love her so much, how come you aren't married to her?
Because she's already married.
Can't wait to get to the youth center and talk to TC about our problems before Liz can try and move in on TC again.
I just can't believe I'm falling apart like this. I feel so naive and stupid. Oh, TC, I honestly thought that you had feelings for me. That's why I was so open and honest with my feelings for you. I know you're married, TC. It's just that I truly, truly thought that you cared for me.
Liz, I do, but as a friend...
No, TC, you don't. I feel like such a fool. A silly fool.
Liz, please. Please don't cry.
TC.
All kidnappers like you get careless. They make mistakes and they leave behind clues. Sooner or later, the people who love me will find those clues and they will come to my rescue.
First of all, I didn't leave any clues. And even if I did, by the time your fan club finds anything, they won't find any traces that you left.
I know where Sheridan is. I found proof in the kitchen.
What are you talking about, Antonio?
I'm talking about this ring. I went in there and I accidentally knocked Luisa's jacket off the chair. And when I bent down to pick it up, I found this ring on the kitchen floor. This was our grandmother's ring. This is the ring that I gave Sheridan as our engagement ring. Now, I don't know how I got there, but it has to mean Sheridan is still in Harmony. It has to. She might have even been in this house. Tony, you don't understand. If that ring wasn't just lying on the floor, you must have knocked it out of my jacket when you bumped into it, right? Why would you have my wife's engagement ring in your jacket pocket? What's going on between you and Sheridan, huh?
I would hold the hand of the one who could leave me places and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me high as breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
Tell me why you have my wife's
Both you guys chill out. You're guessing Beth's home, that kid's in the schoolyard. You get Mrs. Wallace so upset she could have another stroke.
Actually, I was starting to feel warm and tingly all over.
I'm sorry I lost control. I just want to know why Luis has my wife's engagement ring in his pocket.
And I'm gonna tell you. That's just been something I've wanted to tell you for a long damn time. It's just something keeps getting in the way.
Sheridan sent the ring to police headquarters.
What? When? Why would she do that?
Tell him, Luis. Answer Antonio's question.
Sheridan sent the ring to the station while you were in Paris trying to track her down. Along with that, there was an audio tape saying that she was okay. That she didn't want to be found, all right?
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
Well, I'm sorry. There's been a lot going on here with Beth and all. It just slipped my mind.
Well, I guess that explains the reason that I didn't find a trace of her when I was over in Paris. I guess it just proves to me that because she sent you the ring to give to me, she really doesn't want to be found.
Dead or alive, the people who love me will find me. And something will lead them back to you. You won't get away with what you've done to me.
Newsflash, Blondie. I already did it. I took your baby, and now I'm gonna take your life.
Teresa, do you hear what you're saying? I mean, do you really... Can you hear what's coming out? I mean, for you to say that you and little Ethan deserve to have me, that's as insensitive as it is selfish. I mean, what part of I'm married to Gwen don't you get?
Ethan...
If I'm the kind of man that would dump my wife to be with you, then I am definitely not the kind of man that little Ethan needs for a role model. And I'm definitely not the kind of man that you deserve for a mate.
Ethan, you married Gwen because she got
Ah,
pregnant.
damn it, Teresa, quit saying that. Stop it. I have loved Gwen most of my life. And we would probably be married a long time ago if you hadn't come to work for my mother at the mansion.
Ethan, you didn't marry Gwen back then because of me. Because you loved me. You still do.
I'm sorry that you've been hurt by what's happened, but hurting Gwen to make you happy, that's not an option. I love her. And I love our unborn baby. And I'm not going to leave.
You know what? I feel lucky knowing that you know it's not always neat and easy winning the person you love away from somebody else. But I think if real love's driving you, then in the end it's okay.
No, Fox, I do understand. That's why I am happy to stand by your side and give you advice on how to win the woman you love.
And you have no idea how much that means to me.
Oh.
It's the same as when they show a disaster over and over again.
If Mrs. Winthrop sees her husband kissing another woman, it will be a disaster. For her and her baby.
Nurse, please change the channel.
No, no, please turn up the volume. I'm going to be in a complete panic until I hear what they're saying.
Billionaire Julian Crane has been named the defendant in a class action lawsuit brought by several charitable organizations for allegedly reneging on contributions promised them by Teresa Lopez Fitzgerald when she thought she was his legal wife. Mr. Crane, shown here with socialite Rebecca Hotchkiss, denied that his longtime mistress was behind the decision not to donate millions to charity so that the money could instead be used for their wedding.
Damn you, Mother, for being so greedy. Oh, and damn you, Julian, for not standing up to her. Ugh. Oh, what am I saying? My mother probably has enough dirt on Julian to bury him alive. Oh, my poor baby. You have a blackmailer for a grandmother.
Nurse, please change the channel, all right? And you, Wynn, if you see something that upsets you this much on television again, then you won't have to worry about your mother being a grandmother anytime soon. Now, do you understand me, or do I have to spell it out for you?
Doctor, I understand.
So this woman that, you love more than me is married?
Not that it's any of your business, but yes, she already has a husband.
So your little piece on the side is another man's wife. Why, that little slut, she ought to be ashamed of herself.
Oh, yes. You see, unlike you, who flaunted our affair in front of your then-husband, Jonathan, my love has remained faithful to her spouse.
Well, is it my fault that you're just too sexy to resist?
Well, I never came on to you. You nearly impaled yourself on me when you learned that my marriage to Ivy was a sham.
You make me sound like I'm some cheap little hussy.
You cheap? Hardly. My love is nothing like you.
Oh, and what is that supposed to mean?
Don't take offense. She's nothing like me either. She's a good person. She's pure at heart. She's devoted to her husband. She's faithful to her marriage vows. I can't wreak havoc by interfering in her life.
You make her sound like some kind of saint.
That's because she is a saint. And you're never to speak ill of her again.
Well, now that it's safe to assume that Antonio and Luis aren't going to kill each other, I can get down to the youth center and patch things up with TC. See if we can get close again. Good luck with that. Thanks.
You know, you really should remember that even though TC's angry at you for allowing Whitney to go to LA with Chad, he really does love you. And that's why he came to Beth's, you know? He wants to work things out with you.
It's just too bad that he had to see that news clipping with Whitney in it, and damn Liz for showing it to him. And my sister will do anything she can to come between me and my husband. Thank God she's not with him now.
Liz, I'm so sorry. Liz, I'm flattered. But we...
Fine. If you're gonna kill me, just don't do it in front of my baby.
Relax. I'll wipe off any blood that spatters on the brat.
But that's just it. If my baby sees me murdered, it'll be traumatized for the rest of its life.
Oh, well, in that case... See Mommy. See Mommy die.
Please don't.
Luis, I just want to say I'm sorry for going off on you like that. I had no idea that you'd heard from Sheridan when I was in Paris looking for her. What I can't understand is why she'd want to have our baby in a foreign country when she could have it right here in Harmony with me and the rest of the family.
No.
Doesn't seem like Sheridan at all, does it? But and look, between the audio tape, getting our grandmother's ring, the DVD, I don't know what else to do besides take Sheridan at her word. Guess you'd better keep this locked up at headquarters with the tape and DVD. I don't want to lose it.
Antonio, I'm sorry that you had to find out about Sheridan's last message that way. This must be so hard for you.
Yeah, that's hell. I mean, no offense, but every time I look at you and pregnant and just about to have the baby, I can't help but think of Sheridan. And, well, the worst part is that she didn't even call me. She didn't even call to say that she's okay or anything.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, you are her husband, and now that you mention it, it seems strange that she would go to so much trouble to make a DVD and an audio tape when she could have just picked up the phone and called you. I don't know, but maybe you were right before about Sheridan never being in Paris. I know this might sound crazy, but what if Sheridan never left Harmony?
Has Beth got a death wish?
But you still think that Sheridan may be in town?
Well, you're a smart guy, Antonio, and Luis is a cop. If his contacts couldn't come with any leads on Sheridan and you went to Paris, you couldn't find her either. I mean, isn't that kind of suspicious?
Kinda, I guess, but I mean, Sheridan's a crane. With all that money at her disposal, she could disappear anywhere.
Yeah, but, you know, telling everyone that she's in Paris isn't exactly, you know, disappearing.
I guess you're right about that.
I hate to say this, but maybe Luis was right from the start about Sheridan being kidnapped. Maybe Sheridan's being held hostage somewhere here in Harmony.
Merciful angels. Next, Beth will be given tours of the basement.
But the DVD and the audio tape...
She could have been forced to make them.
I don't know, Beth. I mean, we all saw Sheridan, and she was definitely in Paris when the DVD was made.
Or it could be like any weatherman on TV. You know how they stand in front of those, the blue or green screens? So everything that we see behind them, the radar, the forecast, that's all electronically added. Now, I don't know anything, you know, about technical stuff, but what if that's what they did to Sheridan?
If that's the case, then Sheridan's a victim of foul play. If she's being held hostage, God knows what's happening to her right now.
Oh, if pretty boy only knew the ugly truth.
That's why I think that the police should resume the search for her.
I think I need a fresh diaper.
Luis, I think we should resume the house-to-house search for Sheridan.
You what?
You heard me. Okay, Antonio, I know what going to Paris and not finding Sheridan must have you rattled, okay? But just listen to me. We have a DVD and an audio tape from her saying that she doesn't want to be found. But what if they were fakes? What if she was forced to make that tape? What if the abductors wanted us to think that she was A-okay in Paris? Okay, why is it that when I wanted to find Sheridan, when I was convinced she was kidnapped, you refused to believe me? Okay, and now that we have evidence that supports that she was not, you want to start a search for her. Luis, you said that Sheridan would never just up and disappear like that. And why would she call us? Why wouldn't she call us to tell us that, you know, she wanted to go away for a while rather than email us and send DVDs and audio tapes? I mean, come on, Luis, think about it. I mean, why would she tell us specifically where she's going on top of that? I don't know, unless maybe someone wanted us to think that she was someplace that she isn't.
But the DVD definitely showed Sheridan in Paris.
Digital stuff can be doctored nowadays, Hank. I mean, look at all the movies you see now.
Well, that's true.
All right, fine. Call the station. I'll see if we can get some volunteers to start the search again.
You're gonna help search too, right, Luis?
Well, no, I said I was going to stay here by your side until you have a baby. I meant it.
Beth's plan has backfired big time.
You are my passion for life.
All right, so your blood pressure is down, your pulse isn't racing anymore.
Dr. Abel, I'm fine now, really. It was just seeing my mother on TV, reminded me of Harmony, and it upset me, that's all.
Don't try to diminish what happened earlier. Every time you get upset, you put your baby at risk.
I am sure I would feel much better if you released me so my husband and I could be alone together tonight.
Sorry, but after this latest incident, I want to keep you here tonight just to be safe.
My vital signs are back to normal, right?
Yes, now, but...
Oh, please, please, Dr. Abel, let me call Ethan. He can come pick me up, and being in my husband's arms right now is really the best medicine for me. Please?
All right, call your husband. Tell him to come get you.
Please. I need you to help me fight Julie for full custody of little Ethan.
Ethan's not answering.
Well, he's probably turned in for the night.
Why don't I have a cab come pick
That
me up?
won't do.
But you said I could go home.
Getting yourself home in a cab without help isn't prudent for you or the baby. Now, Ethan can pick you up first thing in the morning, providing your vitals are all stable. You just need to get a good night's rest, and tomorrow will be here before you know it.
Dr. Abel does not understand how important being with my husband is for my well-being.
He can't help it. He's a man.
Right.
But Dr. Abel is the top in his field, which is why you flew all the way to Los Angeles for him to take care of you and your baby, right?
I know. Hey, maybe getting away from Harmony is all I needed to have a healthy baby. Thank God Teresa is far enough away where she won't be trying to come between me and Ethan at every turn. Answer me.
Fine. I will never mention that living saint of a woman again.
Thank you.
But since she isn't available, don't you think it's time you moved on to someone who was, namely me?
How many times have I told you, Rebecca, I am not ready to get married again?
And how many times have I told you, Julian, that I don't care? Look, I know that you tried to kill Sheridan twice. So unless you want a jury of your peers to also know that, make me your bride. Or you can be a lovely bride yourself in prison.
Liz, we can't keep doing this. I'm a married man. I love my wife.
TC, be honest. If not with me, then at least with yourself.
What the hell's that supposed to mean?
Well, I know you're comfortable with Eve. You know, she's like a favorite old shirt, one they should have gotten rid of long ago, but you hold on to it out of habit, sentiment.
No.
Nothing more.
No, Liz. Eve and I have built a wonderful marriage together.
Yes. His and her, everything. Everything except love, TC.
No, Liz. No, I love my wife.
TC. Oh, if only that were true. If you really loved Eve, you wouldn't allow yourself to keep ending up alone with me like we do. Here, tonight, in the backyard. TC, I didn't force you to kiss me either time. You kissed me because you wanted to. It's okay, TC. I am not going to push myself on you. Your life is difficult enough right now. But I do think that you should face the truth, just as I force myself to face it. TC, we have awakened a new life in each other. We've connected in some way. I'm here with you because I want to be with you. And you let me stay because you want to be with me.
Luis, you're one of Harmony's best cops. You're Sheridan's brother-in-law. You have to help find her. If she isn't in Paris, she could be a prisoner right here in Harmony. You've got to help find her before it's too late.
Well, what about our baby? Promise I wouldn't leave your side.
And I love you for that, okay? But I don't feel like I'm starting labor anytime soon.
Yeah?
Gee, I wonder why.
But if I do, I'll call you, okay? Besides, I've got Mother and Precious here. I won't be alone.
Well, okay. All right, I'll go with Antonio then.
Okay.
Let's have the DVD reevaluated. If there's a hint that it's a fake, then we'll know we're onto something.
Makes sense.
All right, you promise you call me the second you feel like you're going into labor, okay?
Okay. I'm just so glad that you're helping Antonio, because if Sheridan is in danger, I know she's glad too. Please don't hurt me.
You won't feel a thing. And if you do, who cares?
My baby. Something's wrong.
Yeah. All your boo-hooing over going bye-bye is getting on its nerves. Same as me.
No. My baby needs me. Something is wrong. Something is terribly wrong.
Get a good night's sleep.
If only Ethan had answered his phone and come pick me up, Dr. Abel would have released me tonight.
I know you want to go home. And you will, if you take care of yourself.
I know. The baby's health is most important. I know.
Keep that in mind, and you'll be back in your husband's arms before you know it.
Good night. I will be with Ethan before you or Dr. Abel know it, because I am leaving right now.
I will not raise little Ethan alone.
So, what's it gonna be? Are you going to make me your bride, or do I have to find Luis and tell him that you tried to kill Sheridan not once, but twice?
Do you really want a marriage based on threats and blackmail?
I do.
Good God, as if my sham of a marriage to Ivy weren't bad enough, I'll be living a lie with you, too.
Oh, no, no, no. On the contrary, our marriage will be based on total honesty. You see, I get the Crane name and money, and you get to stay out of jail. So, what's it gonna be?
I need some fresh air.
Oh, fine. Fine, get all the air you want. Just remember you're free to do so and not locked up in some jail cell with your bunkmate, Brutus, who is counting down the seconds to lights out.
Yes, dear.
Oh, and don't be long, Julian. I'll be expecting a proposal. Or you can expect trouble.
Liz, I can't do this. I'm a married man. This is not right.
But how can something so right be wrong?
Because it is.
TC.
Thanks a lot for understanding me wanting to go with Antonio and get to the bottom of what's really happened to Sheridan.
Anything for you, Luis.
No idea, Luis.
All right, but I'm gonna have my cell phone on, okay? So the minute you feel like you're going into labor, you call me. I'm gonna rush back here and take you to the hospital. I want to see this baby born.
That's so sweet of you. But don't worry, okay? Before you know it, you and I will be the proud parents of a beautiful baby boy. I promise.
This luck can't last forever. Matter of fact, that's coming to the end real soon. Real soon.
Shut up, kid! You're getting on my nerves! Please let me hold my baby. I'm sure I can make the poor little dear stop crying. Yeah, fine. You get the bread to shut its yap.
It's okay. It's all right. You're back in Mommy's arms. Mommy loves you so much. Hey, listen. Mommy may not be where you can see her, or hear her, or feel her arms around you, but she will always be there with you. You just close your eyes, and you feel how warm the sunlight feels, or how safe you feel under the covers at night. And Mommy's there. Yes, I am. And no matter what happens, Mommy will never forget your beautiful face, or your chubby little fingers, your 10 perfect toes, your sweet baby smell. Mommy loves you so much. With all of her heart and soul. She always will.
No matter what.
It's all gonna work out. You're gonna have the woman you love.
I hope you're right.
You're finally getting what you deserve. You bitch! Hand the baby over right now or you both die. You're not gonna take my baby. I won't let you.
3 million people made Whoopi and Happy Family the comedy hits of Tuesday. The critics say Whoopi's a winner, and Goldberg will make you laugh out loud.
You don't know what it's like to live under a constant cloud of suspicion.
Child, I'm a black woman who likes to shop in nice stores. I know all about suspicion.
Then Newsday calls Larroquette and Baranski a perfect match in parenting.
Do you think I'll ever find love?
Probably not.
The new hits Whoopi and Happy Family Tuesday on NBC.